Falcons. I'm listening. Are we fucking the toilet at home?
So he started at the left bicep.
Bronze Chooks Up!
Chooks Up.
Oh, I've just bought an EV. Is my life falling apart? You're like, what are you talking about?
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Shad and Pete Save the World podcast. It's the podcast version of the live show that everyone already thought was a podcast. We're back for another red hot week. Myself, Pete, from the title of the show, and Shad from the title of the show.
Yes.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you so much for the intro like that.
You're very welcome.
You've completely strayed away from the normal intro entirely now. Is that right?
What was the normal intro?
The Shad to my Pete. It's all kind of.
It doesn't. I just like to keep it freewheeling and loose and fun, and enjoyable for everyone, but more so for our guest who asked me before we started recording, "Hey boys, do you mind doing this one really professional so I can learn a little bit about broadcasting?"
Okay.
Please welcome to the studio, Jake Smith. It's our sound man.
Hi, I talk now.
Hello, mate.
How are you, boys?
I talk now?
Yeah, I haven't done a podcast in a long time. It's fascinating watching you two work.
It sounds like it's the first time you've done anything. It's like an alien.
I'm straight out of the little womb. Hello. This is fantastic. You've got your own. You got a little table here. The big hanging light. It's all.
Can I just immediately? I'll tell you. I'm going to peek behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Okay. Easily.
Yeah.
The most stressed I've been about an introduction. And it came through.
Yeah.
It is like there's a black hole on the other side of the table. And it sucks in any positivity.
Yeah, I think it's not often.
Thank you.
Nasty.
Thank you.
You introduced him as our sound guy, but it's also like, imagine doing a podcast where you've invited your high school bully.
That is. I was trying to stare daggers at you when you started talking.
I could feel you. And you were smiling.
Yeah.
Which for anyone else would be a term of like a nice thing to be doing. A smile. The thing about Jake is it's like you have the ability of turning a thing like a compliment or a smile or a handshake or even a hug into some of the most scathing experiences of my life.
It is an art form.
It really is a skill, though.
For those that don't know, we've mentioned Jake a few times on the podcast, and he, like we said in a previous podcast, he never listens, so we get to say whatever we want. But
have you cunts been talking about me?
Jake he's in charge of the da-da in the live show, and that is pretty much it.
That's all.
How about in a format like this, a relaxed format like this? We can drop the facade.
We can be honest.
This guy manages the show. He produces the show. So if you've seen us in Adelaide or Perth or
other places,
well, I was going to say Melbourne, but we've never been to Melbourne. It's never happened before. But you,
I don't want to talk about Perth. You don't talk about. We do. Yeah.
We've been to Sydney.
I can talk about 2023, maybe.
Yeah, that's all right.
But if you've seen us interstate, or as a matter of fact, if you've seen us in Brisbane, this is the fella that does a lot of the groundwork in making those things happen.
He's the third member. You said that you're the Pete from the title, I'm the Shad from the title, and he's the Jake from the show.
He's the world. This is the world.
He is the world.
This is the world.
I'll tell you what, he's been at the gym. He's pretty big. He's like Atlas right now.
I'm swole.
He's holding up the world.
I'm swole.
But yeah, so thanks for all the gallivanting around the globe that you've given us.
Hey, thank you, boys.
And we wanted to bring you to see what I mean?
It's going to be hard to get through.
No, it's been really nice. Like, we've shared some great memories together.
Yeah.
Now go on, let's do this fucking thing. You must be at the bottom of the barrel.
Look,
for me to be here.
I was always intending to have you on the podcast.
Sure.
Didn't want to do it this early.
Right, yeah. That's very much what I was thinking.
But I think it was more, we just wanted to build a bit of confidence in ourselves first.
Before you invite me in.
Before we invite you to tear that down. It's probably not at the level we need it to be.
No, it's nice. You got your little Kmart furniture and...
Yeah. Okay, well, I don't own the studio, so you can rip on the studio as much as you want.
No, that's fine. That's good.
But yeah, what's been going on?
Mate, I'll tell you something that has been happening, and this past week where I work, where like this studio that we're in, the manager from it had an interesting experience, right? Because we've got one bathroom in these studios, and if you want to do a shit in here, you don't really want to do it here because it's within noise of everywhere else in the room, in the building. So my boss tends to go across to the IGA where there's a big office building and uses the bathrooms there. And an interesting revelation that has happened at this bathroom is that he was like consistently going there, and he sent me a photo, but I'm trying to get another copy of it of him. But basically there was a sign on the front of the cubicle, right? And do you do away games when you used to work? Because you don't work in like an office building anymore. But
Mate, I play home.
You play home? Really let loose?
Man, and wherever.
You go wherever? So like
just to put a pinhole to ask a secondary question.
Yeah.
Do you, when you say you've got a good away game, do you put a silencer on it or do you go full blast?
The more blocks of toilets in the toilet block. Oh, fuck. the more.
Oh, look, he's really good at it now.
The shoe is on the other foot. What an absolute fucking cunt.
In my defense, boys, I'm sober. No, the more cubicles in the block of toilets, the better. So, like, for example, the Barracks shopping centre across the road from the club, there's like 12. So you could be having a fucking heart attack for all I care. You can't tell which one I am.
Full
But if it's like there's 2 in there,
Yeah.
and you're sitting next to someone else, and you're just fucking ripping a mad
tearing.
one. You're ripping and a tearing in there. Like, it feels more embarrassing. Even if they're side by side and there's still like 6 other toilets either side, I'm like, I don't really care. It's like the firing line, the shooting squad.
Yeah.
And they only give one of them a bullet. That's what I feel like in a big thing. I'm like, you can't.
You go to a 6 cubicle stall, you take 5 other people, but only one of you is actually shooting.
Yeah. You can't tell if I'm the little poopy butt baby. But I am. I am the poopy butt baby. Anyways, go on, sorry.
So this like constant affair of going over and doing a shit in the bathroom over at this office building, there was a sign on the front of it this week that read, attention those using the cubicle, we're aware of what you're participating in the bathroom, and just so you know there's CCTV cameras. You are not allowed to have sex in the cubicles of the male toilets. So where he's been going to do shits has been a gay meetup for the office building and stuff. That like there's just been guys getting
Well, I think
caught,
that's just brave.
just rooting in the cubicles at this, and it's only 2 cubicles in there. So it's like you walk in, it's just a male toilet, 1 urinal, 2 stalls.
Yeah.
And they've like got CCTV footage where they've been catching these rendezvous in the public bathroom across the road.
I will say, I reckon the CCTV thing's a red herring. I reckon they don't actually, but they're like, they know.
Someone's been going in there.
The same way on buses they used to have, if you spit, the drivers have DNA kits to test your spit.
What?
It's just to
I've never seen that.
yeah, it's like a deterrent for like...
You spit on a bus driver and he's like, you're 37% Brazilian.
I reckon it's like they know. Like, obviously they don't have DNA kits. But it's a deterrent.
Ancestry.com on the bus, that's great.
So yeah, I reckon they maybe got footage like the hallway they're coming in. Question though, is that a locked... Like, can anyone go into that?
Anyone
toilet?
can go in there, yeah.
These fucking amateurs. Why don't you go to...
You've got to get 6 stalls, 12 blocks.
Throw a couple of Sheilas in the mix. Really throw every cunt off. All right? Then you can fucking have one away.
Do you reckon some bloke's ever been dragged into the cubicle and he's like, oh... I'd rather do it at home. Like I can't.
Yeah,
something
so
about I get shy. And sort of,
Can we fuck in the toilet at home?
yeah, still fucking in the toilet.
I tell you what. Is this a solution? Do you need a solution? What's wrong with the humble spatula? You know the spatula with the thing on it? No. You know when you go to the cafe, you go, okay, you have a loo. What do you think I was talking about?
I thought it was an instrument for sexual pleasure.
yeah. Why are you taking a mate in there? Bring your spatula on.
Does that determine you?
Okay, on the count of 3, spoon side or handle side? 1, 2, 3. Spoon side.
Oh,
yeah. Shad and Pete. Fuck
a spatula.
cutlery.
But that's the most interesting thing that's happened to me this week is apparently the toilet cubicle is a rendezvous for sex.
Can't be. We are in, and this is we record this in the Valley.
In Fortitude Valley, yeah.
Surely,
Next to the IGA called Fortitude Valley on Wickham Street.
Surely there has to be another and better place to be fucking someone in the daytime than an office block building. There's like a nicer Porto.
Getting your end away in a Porto. Fuck, man.
There's a Guzzi Gomez around the corner. That's like
a Bussy Gomez.
It's Adam and Eve, not Guzman and Gomez, mate.
That's good. That's funny. Well done.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Anyway,
So the way this show works, if you've never listened before, we do this show as a live show all around the country. Thank you once again, Egg. And we have leftover problems for all of these shows, and we go through the bucket and we find some of the more interesting leftover problems and we solve them on this podcast. So we've got a big stack of 10 problems. Do you know where these ones are roughly from?
some of them I do. So there's a few in here that are from our late night Adelaide shows. That some we care to forget, and then the other ones are from Sydney this year.
Some great shows in Sydney this
Sydney
year.
Comedy Festival.
Looking forward to that. All right, let's get stuck in. First problem, Shad. You pick it. First cab off the rank. Here we go.
Okay. My wife thinks I'm going through a midlife crisis because I've been wearing new clothes and recently bought an EV. Is she right?
EV being electric vehicle.
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck.
Electric vagina. It's sexy.
You got a new shirt and a pocket pussy. How old are you, cunt?
Just Winnie the Poohing it around the house. New red shirt on.
Yes. I like the Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Poohing it is very funny.
Jake, you've been making some interesting purchases recently that have had some people concerned about your well-being.
Go on.
Oh, yes.
You recently purchased a banjo.
Oh, thank God. Thank God it was the banjo and not all the other stuff. I was sitting there going, how did you find out about all that? No, I'm kidding. I recently purchased a banjo.
And why is that?
I've been listening to a lot of this Irish trad punk band called the Merry Wallopers, and they play banjo in that. And I haven't bought a new guitar in what feels like 9 months. I thought, well, I'm going to go in and set my banjo budge.
What's that mean?
Banjo budget.
Oh, okay.
It's a bit of an industry term. So I set my banjo budge at 500 for the banjo budge. And I did I played a 500 banjo. And then I thought, it's not really the banjo for me. So I tried one a little bit up, further up the scale, $729. And I said, what can you get it down to? She said, I'll take $20 off.
$20?
Yeah, so I wasn't, I'm not great at negotiating, but whatever, you know.
Well, she's like, we know the sort of people that play banjos. This guy can't count.
No. So I blew the banjo budge.
Goddamn, that's a goddamn lot of money for a fella like me. I'd just been sitting on the porch doing fuck all.
But yeah, no, I purchased my banjo, and the neighbours fucking hate me, I reckon. I said to my mate this morning, he said, how's it going? Like, getting better. So I can't tell if I'm getting better or if I'm just drunker when playing it. I come home.
I think that's the banjo in a nutshell.
I come home and I don't have a stand for it yet, so it just lies on my couch next to the other guitars on the stands. And then I come home and look at it like, I'm raising my fist. Fucking come here. Then just get on. Yeah,
that's how you play it.
Not quite like that. I'm not that good. Anyway,
Can I ask, so you've been inspired by the Merry Wallopers?
Yep.
You've sent me one of their tracks. They're pretty fucking awesome.
Fantastic,
it is sick. Cod liver oil and the orange,
The orange juice.
is a great song. Are you trying to play their music, and are you singing along to it, and are you doing the accent?
I can't sing very well, but
And neither can.
no, they can sing all right. I guess
They can sing all right in the context of. I mean, you wouldn't.
It's Irish.
Let me have a
folk
look here.
music.
You wouldn't have them.
He went into a pub and he
Became a paralytic. Oh, VP inside the It's great.
Yeah, right.
Give
So
it a
it is
listen.
good fun.
Yeah, it is good
But
fun.
it's not. It certainly isn't a voice that would translate to many other genres.
There's
of
something
music.
about that accent that really does need 4 or more of them. It's like, get 4 of them together, it becomes a voice.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
But
Yes.
separately, like, that's unfinished.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, if you take away 3 of those voices, like, "God, fucking shit, you fucking asshole, you fucking," and then you add another, and it's like, "Hey, hey."
You know when it's one of those accents like South African as well that it's like, how is that your real voice?
Yeah.
Because American, you still like it seems so sharp and like there's sounds. I can't get this right, but when you're
Yeah.
South African, it's just like it's a it's just like you're like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
And then the Irish are like, "She's fantastic."
it's like South Africans are starting the motor and Irish are like idled.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Well, I read there's a great accent key thing where they're talking about how to do the Northern Irish accent. So if you're from the north of Ireland, not Northern Ireland. Little point to remember.
What's
We're not going into that bit.
Okay.
But if you're from the north of Ireland, it sounds like you're trying to fly a balloon, and then every time the balloon gets a little bit of momentum, you tug it back down again. So what I mean by that is every time it goes up, it comes back down again immediately. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's the way to
Right,
up. They never get really off the ground, never get started.
And then the normal island.
I can't even get it close.
Nothing?
No, nothing.
So is this guy going through a...
And the IRA.
Don't get flagged. What was this? I don't think there's anything wrong with the EV. If we are going to try to solve it, I don't think there's anything wrong with the EV. That's a very sensible purchase.
Fucking lefty. Yeah.
But the new clothes thing. What kind of clothes are we talking?
I reckon that the new clothes is making it more suspicious that you're going to try and go and fuck someone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like
you're looking a bit too nice.
Why are you heading to the RGA toilets in your new red shirt?
Why are you wearing that? You bought the new red shirt after going to the RGA toilets? What happened to your black shirt? I don't want to talk about it.
They put up a sign. Yeah, but like, are you shopping at Dangerfield or something? Like, what's the how midlife crisis?
56
What
years
do you
old
think?
at
What are certain aspects of the male outfit that is like all right, not awesome when you're in your early 20s, but then the time it's like 50, you're like, cunt, what are you doing? I think the like sockless loafer with the exposed ankle,
Boat shoes, yeah. I used to be a big proponent of the boat shoes. Had to give it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I say something though that I think we need to do away with? The big shorts. Like the Blink 182 shorts. You see an old fella in big shorts. You don't really
Big
see...
short.
Like jorts?
No.
Because apparently the John Cena jorts are like, people are wearing them now.
Oh,
Big-
those drive me fucking
Isn't
mental.
that-
Like the denim well past the knee.
Shin swingers? Fucking oath. Yeah. No, good.
So bad.
Well, I think we've given him enough things of a list there to be like, if you ticked any of those boxes with the clothes situation, you're going through it, brother.
Yeah, that's it.
You're going through it. We've done it again. We do that part that you usually do, but we do it afterwards.
You don't... Do you want me to do... I can say it because I'm
Yeah,
here.
okay.
Ta-da!
Yeah,
That's good. We might do that for the whole episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that's good.
All right, next problem. Price of Chooks Up.
Fuck me.
Price of Chooks.
Price of Chooks Up.
Price of Chooks Up.
Price
Those are the
of
4
Chooks
words.
Up.
Price of Chooks.
That was from Adelaide.
Not is up.
Yeah, I know. I knew where it was from, cunt. It doesn't sound like a real Sydney problem. The last one's a Sydney problem, guaranteed.
Yeah,
Oh, I've just bought an EV. Is my life falling apart? Down LA. Price of Chooks Up!
Chooks Up.
Chooks Up, cunt!
Up. What do you guys reckon?
I'm sorry for yelling. Got really excited. Chooks Up.
Pretty fucking ungrateful, because have you ever tried to... No, but if you try to cook a chicken with all the things that you need to have and the amount of time that it takes to get it even half as good as that bag chicken...
I'm joking.
The chooks are the easiest thing to cook up and be good.
But it's
No.
never
But he's right.
that-
As getting the whole chicken.
the time it takes, the effort,
Yeah.
the ingredient, all the stuff.
Yeah.
And you can get it for like what? Fucking
It's like 12 bucks.
$12.
It's
they
crazy.
could be 25 and I'd be like, fair enough.
Yeah, right.
Well,
I
look,
reckon.
you get 2 breasts on the chicken, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
it. dude.
fuck it.
Sick, boys.
Sick, man. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. And then you got the chicken puss.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Shit,
Nah,
dude.
what are you doing? That's gross.
Sorry,
dude.
guys.
But it's got an ass.
Oh, okay. Fuck me.
And it's stuffed.
Boys, grow.
It's stuffed to
Please grow up.
beyond, beyond belief.
My word.
So he's got to duck off to Lou with this chook.
We know what you've been doing in here, boys. We know what sort of stuff we come in
We've
here.
spoken to the RGA.
We watch on the cameras. You pick up the chook from the front. You take it to the
We
counter.
walk in, we smell 2 things, latex and barbecue rub. We know what's happening.
Price of Chooks Up. It is still the cheapest way that you can make a whole chicken.
And it's multiple meals.
You've got to, like, why would chook be going up?
Why do I know that? Because I'm egg.
Yeah, you're egg.
I'll talk to mum.
When you fuck a chicken, what comes first?
Fucking assholes. Well, it makes sense that the price of chicken is going up. The price of everything's fucking going up.
Yeah.
This is,
You've got a great theory as to like when you know what the climate of the world is based on the fuel price.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Pointed
yeah.
this out to me on
The
a
Middle
drive.
Eastern rain gauge. When I used to
See it
drive,
at $1.25, you're like,
no, dollar. Oh, this is so rough. But yeah, if you drive by, you're like $1.25. You go, oh, they're working it out. You're working out, hey? And then when I drive by and all of a sudden it's $2.10, I go, oh, what's happening now? Fucking get them on the line and sort it out over there.
So where are things going wrong if Chook goes up? The Middle East is in trouble, so fuel goes up. Ingham?
yeah. So
Yeah, it's kicking off up in Ingham.
What are they doing up there?
fighting over the chicken strip.
Now that's clever comedy.
Thanks,
That
man.
right there is pretty good comedy.
Well done.
Yeah. It is, like, I know you guys are saying that it's the cheapest way to get food, but, like, price of Chook being up.
It's easy for price to get a food and
Yeah.
price of Chook. It's just going full banjo, this fucking podcast.
Banging out your mind.
It's actually cheaper to get the raw Chook and cook
Fuck
it.
me. Raw chicken.
And I was just strung together a bit.
Do you think it is? I don't.
It's like you can get like a raw Chook for like $2. Sometimes $4.
Show me that chicken. That,
But
that
Show me the
is-
chicken.
That chicken has
All
not
right.
lived a good life.
Show him the chicken. Look, I think response to this person, price of Chook is still adequate.
Yeah, it's
Is that
fine.
kind of what I was
Price of Chook good, your attitude bad.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you want it even cheaper, eggs are the cheapest form of protein. Or just go.
And that's
eat-
almost Chook. That's
eat
pre-Chook.
tuna. Yeah, pre-Chook. All right, done it again. Ta-da!
There you go. Good.
Next
All right.
problem. How do I tell my recent boyfriend that I'm sexually attracted to his dad?
It's one of those questions. I'd argue that you don't. I mean, that's bad improv. So I'm not going to know. I'm not going to
No,
close.
no,
I'm not going
let's
to close
explore
off.
it.
No.
Yeah,
All right.
there's yes and please no.
Why
Please
do
no.
you have the urge to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
not
very good
legally,
point.
but you don't have to disclose this information.
Yeah.
You can die with this.
You could ask the dad if he has any pictures of him when he was your boyfriend's age.
Right.
And then be like, see if they look similar. And then a roundabout way, you could say to your boyfriend, oh, you guys look so much alike. That's good to know that you'll grow up to be handsome. Like,
So then
and
you
then it's kind of
said it without.
You've
You've given it.
Yeah.
You've disguised it as it's like a compliment to the guy you're with.
Yeah,
but
that's
you just
it.
get to put it out there.
And you've also kind of complimented the dad in case it falls apart. You can have a
You
crack
can go
there.
have a crack at the dad.
Yeah, but that's a nice way. Oh, wow, you guys look so similar. Oh, good genes.
Good
I want to
genes.
fuck your dad.
no, wait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, you
step
guys
back.
look
Go
so.
back.
Yeah.
You look so similar. Thanks, Mr. Dad, boyfriend's dad, for showing me the photo of you when you're younger. Wow, you look so similar. I hope my boyfriend grows up to be as handsome as you. I want to fuck you.
No.
See,
Stop.
You got to stop just
You
before that
keep
last
saying.
Suck me.
No, Jake.
bit. Suck me, Dad.
Jake,
Suck me.
Can I just
No.
fucking talk to him? You keep saying at the end
Okay, yeah.
the subtext.
Okay,
You're supposed to leave the subtext. That's why it's sub.
All right, Dad, boyfriend in the room, looking at old pictures.
send
Mr.
it-
Johnson, thanks for having me over to your house tonight with your son and my boyfriend. Now, thanks for getting that family photo album out. I've noticed that you're the same age as my boyfriend, your son there. Well, you look so similar. I hope he grows up to be as handsome as you because you're currently handsome.
There you go. That's all right.
Yeah, that's good. No,
Hey, where's
don't
that?
blow a
Where's that
kiss.
kiss going?
To my boyfriend.
Okay,
Okay,
that's all
no,
right.
that is
yeah,
all
That's
right.
pretty good. All right. Good. No, well done. You've done it again.
Thank you. Ta-da!
That was a good answer.
That's a
really
great
good
answer. I also find it strange though that they're feeling the urge to be like, I have to get it
I know
out there.
that I can't
I
stand. Or would I?
can't. So
Keep it
even
to-
yours is a sneaky way of doing it, but then it's like, what benefit?
Even
do you
beyond
get out
that,
of
there is nothing.
Yeah.
There is no.
What are you
positive.
ducking off to the car afterwards and just be like, oh yes,
I
got to
got
say
it out.
Got to let him know that I want to fuck his dad.
Like it's such a weird. Like that's your biggest burden. Oh, I have to divulge.
I have to tell him that every time his dad is around, I am just gagging for
I'm
it.
getting barred up in the fork. Fuck me. Sometimes I get reminded why I don't speak in a microphone professionally anymore.
That's awesome. Next problem. What are some side hustles I can get into to help me afford a house?
Ooh.
Now, this is hard because we have to think in sort of an abstract way. A way outside of ourselves. Okay, so what sort of person would put this in your opinion? I'm going to say early 20s white woman.
Oh.
That's what That's what sprung to my mind's eye.
Early 20s white woman
Early
looking for a
20s
side hustle
white
for a
woman.
house. I was thinking it was one of them blokes that you kind of if you went if you went through
Seen
their
this?
feed, it's
Yeah,
got
about
a,
this?
Seen these blokes?
Seen these blokes?
no, like you know the ones like if you went on this person's algorithm, it'd be a lot of like the like round tables like this, but talking about how and what you got to do is you got to get up at 5 a.m. and that's when I get my shit organized by AI, and then I go out and I write down 17 ideas that I'm going to make money off.
Yeah.
That kind of shit.
Crypto bro.
Yeah, crypto bro kind of thing.
Talking about
Which
Mark
is-
Wahlberg's schedule a lot.
Yeah, and they've got you
yeah.
notice it's moved away from crypto now. You don't hear as much about crypto now. Now it's more about like efficiencies in life. About
Sleep for 4 hours a day.
yeah, that kind of
Oh,
shit.
yeah,
I'm doing an
micro
ice
sleep.
bath.
Yeah.
Do you know back then, people used to sleep
Yeah.
20 minutes every 2 hours?
Yeah.
Have you seen that one that's like, apparently that's the most efficient form of sleep? You just have like 20 minutes every... What fucking schedule do you have?
There was one the other day where it
It is
was like
20-minute nap every 2 hours for 24-hour cycles.
it was
Fuck
like
off.
sleeping 3 or 4 hours, so they have 2 days. He's like, I have 2
I
days
saw that one.
in every day.
yeah.
He's
You're
like, so-
asleep. I'm going to sleep for 4 hours. My day starts at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
So I'm getting 2 days out of. He's doing this fucking dumb math. You're like, no, it's still 48 hours that you're using.
Yeah, but he's talking about like, so by the end of your working week, he's had 2 weeks, and that's why he's ahead of you. I'm like, cunt, you've lived more life. You're an idiot.
It's like that. Have you ever seen Steiner math?
No.
It's like a wrestling. You ever know the wrestler Scott Steiner?
Yeah.
Big Papa Pup. He has like there's this meme of him where he's like trying to do a promo about a fight, and he's doing like, "You're half the man I am," which is 20%, and he does this math,
yeah,
and it's
yeah,
fucking insane.
See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best at beating me. See, the three-way at sacrifice, you got a 33 and a third chance of winning. But I got a 66 and 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle. So Samoa Joe, you take your 33 and a third chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 and a third chance of winning at sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning if we used to go one-on-one and then add 66 and 2/3 chance. I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning at sacrifice.
And when you factor in the price of Chook, which 12, and the Chook you buy 2, but you add 2 hours to cook that shit.
That was like an ad for CTE. Fuck, man.
That's awesome.
I feel like that's that guy that was explaining about trying to get 2 days out of one fucking day.
Yeah.
This has just prompted a thought that I've just had in my brain.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And how do they work?
I don't think I'm very good at them. But I spoke to
Just popped into your head, did
I
it?
spoed to my old man today who's overseas.
Father.
My father,
And he's hot as fuck.
Stephen, who is hot, and he's just done a tour around the Balkans with a bunch of people, and one of the guys is-
Balkans, I'm listening.
All right.
Yeah, so he started
that
at
as
the
a
left
clip.
bicep, but no, there was like an American bloke on the tour, and apparently he's like a coin, like an actual coin collector, and he's just there was like one coin short of a set that you can only buy it in Australia for some reason, and
One coin short of a set describes.
You know what thought? You know what intrusive thought just literally came to my head?
Please.
So, just imagine being on a boat and this fucking yank. I've got every coin in the world except there's one last coin.
You're from Australia?
Yeah, you're from Australia? Do you
Have you
happen to
got
have
the
the 1992 10-cent piece?
It's
And
got
I
the
would
Kinder
love
on
to pull it out and fucking throw the cunt into the ocean. That's all I thought about. Fuck you and your fucking coin. Oh, could you imagine how sad? And then just sit there and you have to be on the tour for the next 2 weeks with that cunt.
so great.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. That's all I thought
that's
about.
so
Oh, just fucking piffing it.
Also, just
So
imagining-
just for everyone listening at home, we travel with this fucking
Yeah.
psycho.
Man.
I also love the knowing your old man. It's like what an amazing tour of just fucking senile old cunts.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got the coin collector, your dad the fork in a park collector.
Everyone's got a banjo. But so anyway, this coin collector, there's a coin that he wants that's in Australia, and the only place you can find it is on this website, but they will not ship overseas. So what they've come to an arrangement where Dad's going to go and buy the coin, and the guy's sending him money. Do you want to know how much this fucking coin is? This man, who has known my fucking psycho dad for a week, has transferred him $5,000 to buy a coin, and then he'll pay for the shipping just because he wants this coin. So if
What's the shipping? It's a coin.
it's like $100.
It's so funny that you'd have to $5,000. You just have to put it in his pocket. What coin is it out of interest? Hell of a markup.
I'm going to try and find one.
At worst case, it's a 2,500.
It's the one with your porcupine on it.
So if we can all become a bit more astute to what coins we're putting in our little pockets, is what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, because that's just in circulation, you know.
You could
Wouldn't it be funny if your dad sends him the coin back and it's the wrong fucking coin?
That's a comedy film switcher.
That would be awesome.
I got you the one with Captain Feathersword from the Wiggles on it.
Yeah, I couldn't find the one you wanted, but I got you this one.
Yeah, the man at the shop said you'd like it.
Yeah. I put your $5,000 into a vending machine, and this is a couple of them. Although instead of one, I got you
And it's come with a
$5,000.
pack of M&Ms if you want an M&M.
What's
Jubilee
so rare
50-cent coin. 1977 Jubilee 50-cent. That's one of the ones mentioned here.
Really? My dad actually has a lot of 50-cent coins.
The rare $1 coin, I
Ooh,
think
brag.
it might be.
No.
Like,
So, what's your...
But they're not valuable at all. They're just all...
No, he just has heaps of them. Yeah, maybe I should
I found
reckon
it.
you'd have the 77.
they were
Welcome back. You're listening to Coin Chat with
Yeah,
Shad and
yeah.
Pete.
Okay.
Do you have
It's a-
stats for when people drop off listening to the episode?
Probably
I mean,
now.
At our
Usually when
weekly
we-
coin chat.
Every time
yeah.
when we talk about coins.
It's Coin
Yeah.
Chat.
But anyway, so that was my suggestion as a potential side hustle. Just get to know the coins because they're always circulating. You can
That'll
always
do.
find them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Done. We've done it
Right.
again? All right, next problem.
Okay.
I've been hooking up with a girl, but I think she might have a boyfriend. Lots of photos on her Instagram with a guy. Could be her brother, but I feel like asking will make things awkward. How can I find out?
Probably not as awkward as...
Not as awkward as fucking some guy's missus.
I mean, that's not inherently that bad. But, like, what do you
Spoken like a man who has done it.
no comment. But it is inherently not that bad. Who gives a shit? I mean,
Boyfriend kicks the door and you go, whoa, my dad's got 50 cent coins! Please, leave it.
And he's hot as hell.
I will give you my dad's collection of 50 cent coins if you don't kick my fucking head.
no, well, what's he worried about? So why wouldn't you just go,
Because he's hooking up with someone's partner. I guess it's the moral. You
So it's
probably
a
don't
bloke- it's a
understand this,
bloke
but
that doesn't-
people have these things where like they have like a conscience, right? It's
Go
like
on.
when they do something that is morally bad or reprehensible, they feel.
what
bad
was that
about
word?
it.
Bad. No. But all jokes aside, so I don't understand what the awkwardness is. Like, if he's worried that like he works with the guy or something like that, it's going to be some kind of fucking
Well, it's definitely not that
consequence.
because he doesn't even know if it's a brother. Or it's
think-
just like
Yeah, yeah.
seeing him on Instagram
Just
feels
go,
like, oh, fuck.
Man, I would like. This isn't a funny answer. Just come and go. Hey,
Who's that?
who's that?
Yeah.
You get a lot of photos, and they'll be like, because
Yeah.
then at least you know. If you go, oh, it's my boyfriend. You're like, oh, because right now you're absolved, right?
Yes.
Because if you've been rooting,
There's no crime if you're
There's-
saying negligence. It means there's no crime.
it's negligence, and then you can then choose whether you want to duck out or continue being a fucking legend.
Is this implying that by asking her, it'll ruin? He's worried he's going to ruin a good thing. Is that kind of the idea? Like,
Yeah,
is
but
that
if
your
it is a
brother?
boyfriend, maybe it's not a good thing.
Look at
Right
us
now-
trying to make a situation where this guy can keep rooting someone's missus potentially.
Yeah.
Like, we're all just trying to be like, yeah, you could, dude. Or
It's
you
the
could just
bro
keep
code.
fucking probably someone's
Well,
missus.
look, here is actually your options. Keep your fucking trap shut and
Yeah.
keep plowing.
Yeah.
Hey.
But if you want to fully absolve yourself, then you can ask. But once you get the definitive answer,
It's
it's
either
like,
not,
oh yeah,
yeah.
it's
Our
boyfriend.
choice has to be
Then you are a bad man.
Yeah.
Wink, wink,
Wink,
wink,
yeah.
wink. Who cares?
It's not
But-
subtle if you say wink while you're winking.
No, but there is no crime committed. If he's like, I don't know, she's cool. She's up and no one's. Presumably, if someone's written
Yeah.
you don't assume they have a partner, and then you're like, oh, maybe. I mean, it could be. Who cares? Just keep playing. This thing's not filmed or anything, is it?
You're like, I'm sleeping with this girl, and on the bed frame, there's a photo of her with a bloke and 3 small kids. I don't know if she's got
Yeah,
like
oh,
a
wait.
really old brother and then like Heaps of like young siblings.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. You haven't described the photos. Is she wearing a big white dress? And the fellas.
They're cutting a cake.
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
It's a really big house, and she only wants to meet in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
And there's one room that's got a cot in it, but maybe she likes to sleep in a cot. I don't know. Maybe she likes sleeping in a cot. Some people like sleeping in cots, I've heard. And there's like heaps of toys in there, but like she might be a collector. Just doing everything you can to like not take notice of the very obvious signs.
Just ask, but once you find out, then that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or live in blissful ignorance.
Hell yeah.
We've done it again.
Ta-da.
How about other side of the coin in a relationship? A guy I'm seeing keeps leaving stuff at my place. Is he trying to move in?
I think it's it will be the quality of the stuff. Like if he's leaving furniture and stuff, I was trying to. If he's leaving a dining
You're
room.
right about just leave this fridge here.
Yeah.
I got like a 6-seater dining set.
The thing
With
with
pictures
the,
of my family and stuff.
but, man, if it's like a pair of sunnies, a toothbrush, and a change of clothes, play on player.
Yeah.
Like if the clothes are.
How often are they coming over? Maybe it's like practical to have these items there.
But man, the toothbrush is quite. Brush your teeth before bed, especially being out in the piss. You go, oh, I'm out and about. What are you doing? I might come around, and then you want to brush your teeth in the morning because your breath smells like fucking darts
What does
and
it smell like?
beers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm just
My
I'm thinking-
breath?
I'm thinking specifically now mine. But,
Okay.
Have you ever had like people you've seen like leave stuff behind other than that, like items? You know
Let's
what I
just say my apartment was unfurnished.
mean? And I rooted my way to a 2-seater couch, lovely flat screen TV.
That's like one of those podcasts with the crypto bros being like, what you want to do?
yeah.
Tupperware. I've had Tupperware left over. That's a good one. I have to come back. It's my nice last Tupperware, something like that. Nothing really funny. Unfortunately. Sorry, boys.
No, that's all right.
No, that's fair enough.
It's
When you
just
come
genuine.
into a sacred space like this, there's
Yeah.
the expectation to be funny isn't there. It's just about connection.
Yeah, I guess I've.
How about a punchline, fuckhead?
Fuck me. Here's what I reckon. I reckon as soon as the mail starts coming there, oh, hey, I'm working this week, but I really need someone to sign for this package. Or you work from home. Can I send the package over? As soon as you start redirecting mail,
I think that's a great
Yeah.
sign. That's something to look out for. When
Yeah.
the package starts coming.
I don't understand the thing when people are like, oh, he's leaving a toothbrush. Oh, it's a bit presumptive. Do you want them to have stinky breath where you're doing...
Also, what do you mean presumptive? You're getting him over here for a player.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, staying.
Yeah, but like, oh my God, I don't want him to leave his toothbrush.
This guy-
I don't want to leave that plastic toothbrush on my drawer. I just want him to put his penis inside my vagina. I don't want it to get too personal.
This guy-
just ejaculate.
Presuming he's going to be waking up with a mouth.
Presumptive.
You think you're going to be waking up with a mouth in my bed? I think you're going to be staying here, but I don't know if you're going to be waking up with a mouth full of teeth, you fucking asshole. Chauvinistic pig coming here with your tongue and your teeth.
You're coming on too strong. Oh, dear. There we go.
We've done it again. It's been a fucking dream to be here with you boys. I mean, I know we put up this wall of a format, but to be here with my fucking bros.
Hey, look at us.
Hey, just
Hey,
a couple of guys.
Just three
Just three blokes.
festival blokes
Yeah.
hanging out.
Sick.
Honestly means the world, boys. Seriously,
That's
I wouldn't trade.
And to the 4 people that listen to this podcast that understand that reference.
Final problem potentially of the show.
Sure.
My fiance wants a Bridgerton wedding with things such as a string quartet and not focusing on budget. How do I keep her happy but not let her get off the rails?
You've got a wedding coming up at some point.
Yeah,
Because you're engaged.
No, big
but I
fancy
feel
wedding.
like this, in terms of my fiance, if this was a problem like related to your relationship, it would be you're the fiance in this. Sort of
Oh, you
way.
think I'd be the one being
You would
like,
be the, don't you reckon? He's a big wedding guy. 'Cause
I'd
you
like
love-
the lead from Wicked to officiate the
Yeah.
ceremony.
For sure. Because you're like, you even confided in me in private, but you cry all the time at weddings. You love a wedding. You're mad for a wedding.
Fucking loser.
Yeah, but it's not the it's not the physical, it's not the objects, it's not
Okay.
it's the fucking human boys. Why are you looking at me like this? I'm just saying it's a special day.
I
It's
tell you what,
nice.
my thoughts are Patreon only.
And this is where what you'll hear now is some hold music.
While we flush this nerd's head in the toilet.
And it'll be the toilet down the road from this podcast.
Boys, finish up in there.
You don't get emotional at a wedding?
Not really.
Doesn't
no.
bother you?
I don't get invited to enough.
You're going to one soon though.
You've never been... I mean, you went to, like, families' weddings. You never get teary-eyed? Nothing? Nothing. Even when they're fucking...
I don't watch.
What
that
about this
part.
as a...
I mean, I might
this
go,
was
it's really
this was the most
nice.
recent wedding cry I had, and I was fine. It was, like, Annie's brother, who I'm not close to, not super close to the partner either, but, like, they're very nice people. But, like, his daughter walked down the aisle, and then it's, like, the dad crying at the daughter. That doesn't...
She had to look at her saying, "Why were you crying?"
God,
at
my
that?
little girl looks absolutely fucked today.
Why are you crying?
Not an ounce of warmth.
Grow up, cunt.
You see her every day.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
She's just so ugly. So.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Oh, look at the state of it. Everyone's gone, oh, Pete gets emotional, doesn't he? Oh, fuck me.
I want to stab my eyes out. No, but you're in touch with your emotions, and that's great.
Insert whatever word you would normally say if the mics weren't on.
I said that was a very measured way to say that.
But back to the problem at hand, boys.
But
This
no,
is
but I
not
feel
my
like you
problem.
would be that you'd want a big wedding, so you probably relate.
No,
to the
I'm
fiancé,
happy.
don't
I'm
you?
happy for like a fucking cheap backyard
Okay.
wedding. I don't mind. I'd be happy for like a backyard barbecue wedding, genuinely.
All right.
But this person doesn't have that luxury. It sounds like they're going to be having a big wedding. Presuming the church, the stained glass.
Yeah.
the
My
whole
brother had a
thing.
big wedding. Like when I went to his wedding, it was like quite big because it's like his partner. So it was like it was two ethnic weddings, right? So my brother's like
My big
part
fat Pakistani
Filipino.
wedding. We're familiar.
Well, part Filipino, the Pakistani.
the naan bread veil.
It's like
I smell garlic. The bride must be. Sorry, my bad. Sorry about all this.
but they had like they had pyrotechnics and shit. It was kind of like a horseshoe set up inside this thing with like a dance floor in the middle. Like fog filled the room and they did their dance, and then they had two like little, like, you know, the spouting fireworks, like those.
Yeah.
But you know what was funny? It was really beautiful. People taking photos. It was really nice. And Sonia and I were going, wow, this is amazing. But at the same time, those fireworks have to be moved around by the pyrotechnics guy, who was this like giant Hodor-looking fella. it's like my brother and his partner, both like Asian heritage, so they're quite like a lot shorter. Like, it's like they're dancing and it's all really pretty, and the fireworks go off, and then when the fireworks stop, this giant fucking oaf dude like walks through the smoke and picks up the fireworks.
Out of the way, you happy cunts.
Oh,
It's a fire hazard.
Yeah, like all of the mystique is just immediately removed by this fucking guy.
Still punching a dart.
Yeah, punching us, scratching his
Fucker.
armpit and shit, just like picking up these fireworks.
20 years removed from a can of deodorant. I can see the bloke in my head.
Yeah. So, you know, it's not all awesome. Yeah, so I'm not big on the massive wedding either. But now he's okay. So he wants to try and figure out how to keep her happy and not make it go crazy on the budget.
so what's fucking Bridgerton? Is this a TV thing?
It's kind of like a romance novel turned into a TV show type thing. It's like all
Carriages
old days,
and-
carriages, and they're all just rooting.
I'm really trying to exercise positivity these days.
Yeah.
But fucking don't. Like, just...
It does, honestly, I do understand. That does sound fucking awful.
Like,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
this is truthfully, I really do not understand why people have weddings that do not reflect who they are as people, who are what their relationship is. And
Yeah.
if now already you're going, oh, she wants a Bridgerton style thing, but I don't really want it, then there's a fucking problem, man.
So you want the
Like-
wedding needs to reflect the relationship and how it is.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I
when
think
you
that's a
get
great
married,
point.
it'll be a steaming pile of shit.
But it's like... It's like you
Lift the veil and you just see a banjo. A banjo wedged into a HSP.
yes, mate.
I now pronounce you bloke and banjo.
Yeah, you may now crack the bride.
Husband and pint. Yeah.
Husband and pint.
But I think that genuinely out
Yeah,
of you
it
is
is
one of the
nice.
better answers on this podcast in
Yeah. It's so
in the
true.
history of it. I think that is a great point.
Was-
The wedding should absolutely be a representation. If you guys live a pretty humble, simple, relaxed sort of life, the wedding should be humble, simple, and relaxed.
Can I also just say that wanting a string quartet because you saw it on Bridgerton
This is where he's going to go from nice comment to really.
No.
Yeah,
No. It's just like
There's
it's so
still-
not. It's like it's the Andre Ryu. Do you know who Andre Ryu
Yep.
is? It's like the fucking supermarket. It's the shopping center version of classical. You go, I want a string quartet because I saw it on a TV show. So you have to pay all these fucking skilled musicians. They're just trying to make ends meet, and they have to turn up and go, oh my god, these cunts want us to play because they saw it on a fucking TV show.
Yeah.
That's so embarrassing.
As opposed to buying a banjo because you saw a bunch of Irish fellas
Cunt,
on a YouTube video.
how much are you paying these cunts? I'll fucking do it. Forget Bridgerton, we'll do Deliverance themed. That's funny. No, I am a bit tight on cash, so I've got to make up $700. Blew the bench. But
Well, I think that's a great answer. I think
Yeah.
everything, to echo everything Jake just said, I think that you need to play this
Meet in the
excerpt from the podcast to your lady.
Yeah.
I think that's a fucking wonderful point that's been made there, and I think that's a wonderful podcast that's been fucking
Fantastic
concluded.
stuff. A podcast that really reflects us as people.
Cunts.
I can go now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're allowed to go.
Sweet.
Thanks for coming, mate.
Thanks.
And have you got anything you'd like to plug?
Do you have anything
Do you have anything
important in
coming
your
up?
life that people should attend?
Yeah.
Can't
Jake-
imagine so. Anyway, Jake, Shad, thanks for coming on.
Hey, Brisbane listeners, get on down to Good Chat Comedy Club. It's on the corner of Caxton Street and Petrie Terrace, operating every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and
Caxton
Saturday
Street
night.
Comedy Festival.
Oh, sorry, and Caxton Street Comedy Festival on October 19th. Wowee. What a nightmare I've signed myself up for. No, it's going to be very good. We're
It
taking
actually
It's-
is sick.
looks
I was
awesome.
looking through all of the shows that are on Saturday. It's maybe pound for pound, maybe one of the best nights that Brisbane comedy has ever had.
It
So-
is probably one of the biggest undertakings of my life.
And your comedy pub crawling, which is great. The beautiful Caxton Street, all the
Absolutely.
great venues. It's going to be great.
gonna
We're
be
estimating there's
fucking-
going to be about 2,000, maybe 2,500 people on the
Holy
street
shit.
for about 12 hours.
October 19 is the date.
Saturday, October 19th.
Chuck it
And,
into the calendar.
And October 20th, because we're doing encore shows. Oh, geez.
What?
Holy
Oh,
dooly.
sorry.
my
A
God.
resounding
Exclusive.
Oh,
success.
jeez, you wouldn't want to be a ticket seller right now, brother. You're running out. Oh, no, it's good.
But get on down, Good Chat Comedy Club every single week, and of course the Caxton Street Comedy Fest.
And our shows, October 11th in Sydney. We got to sell at the Comedy Store. Get yourself down there.
Fucking heaps of tickets to sell. So please, if you live in Sydney or you got mates in Sydney, tell them to come along. If you live in Brisbane, September 28th at Good Chat Comedy Club. Tickets are moving. Get along. Very
DM us as
exciting.
well. DM us if you listen to the pod. We've had a few people cash in this past week.
Very exciting guests for both that will be announced soon. So I'm just saying, get ahead of it, because once we announce, tickets will start fucking flying off. So just get ahead of it. Good to see you. We'd love to see you there. Thanks for another cracking episode. We'll see you next week. Bye. Jake Smith. Bye now.